Namaste guys, in this video I am going to show you how to calculate stress strain when your body is rotating at a high speed. So here basically I just model a single fan blade and this is the fan base, and you can see here the stresses, here is maximum and this is the displacement 2.45 10 to the power minus 3 mm. So in this video I am going to tell you how to calculate stress strain when your body is rotating at high RPM. So let's start the tutorial. So first thing we need to do is make the body for our simulation. So select the front plane, top plane, click on sketch. Now select a circle that is gonna act as the base of your fan. Enter the value as per your requirement. Here I am entering value of 200 mm. You can change the value as per your requirement. Click on mid plane because I am going to draw my fan blades on the mid plane, and after that enter the value of the thickness of your fan, for example 60 mm. Click OK. Go to fillet, select a fillet, click OK. After that select the top plane, click on sketch, press Ctrl+8 for normal screen to the view. Now just draw a simple plane, a simple blade. Escape, draw the circle. Now mirror it. Mirror about this line. Click OK. Select this line for construction. OK. And remove this, trim this circle. OK. After that go to features. Click on extrude boss base. Select the mid plane. Enter the thickness as per your requirement. Here I am entering the value of 20 mm. And go to circular pattern. I am just making more number of blades and select the feature, let's say 360 degree. Click OK. Now what I need to do is assign a material. So first of all go to SolidWorks add-in, make sure you click on simulation. After that you will gonna see your simulation tab. Now click on new study, select static. Now a question arises in your mind that you are going to do a dynamic simulation, so why static? Don't worry, you will see. Click OK. After that click on apply material. Now apply the material as per your requirement. Here I am applying 1023 carbon steel sheet. Okay, steel sheet because the blade of a fan is made of a sheet. That is the reason I am applying carbon steel sheet, but you can change as per your requirement. Okay. Now after that go to external loads advisory, click on centrifugal force, select a circular face, for example this. Now it is asking for the angular velocity. Now enter the velocity as per your requirement. For example I am entering an angular velocity of 120 radian per second, and it is asking for the angular acceleration. I am assuming that there is no angular acceleration. My fan is rotating at a constant angular velocity. Click OK. Now when I run the study you will notice that it shows me error. Why error? Because I doesn't define constraints. So basically some people doesn't understand what is mean by constraint. Constraint basically means that what are the limitations that where it can move or where it cannot move. So go to fixture advisory, click on fixture advisory, go to fixed geometry. Now move downwards, click on advanced. Here you see on cylindrical faces, select this face, move downward. Now here you see some dimensions like radial, axial and circumferential. Remember, my fan is rotating about circumferences, so I'm not gonna touch this. So basically I'm gonna touch radial so that my fan doesn't move in x direction or translating motion, and click on axial so that my fan doesn't move along that direction. Okay, so the only place it can move is circular axis, and it can't move upward, downwards, or right or left. That is the reason, that is basically constraint. That is the reason you saw the error. So what happening before that, I doesn't define constraint. So when I run the simulation, it doesn't know that my part can move left or right or upward or downward. If it can move upward or downward, so it can cause vibrations or other things to need to consider. That is the reason it asking for the constraint, and I told the constraint that it is 0 mm. It means that it is not going to move left or right, upward or downward. It can only move in circumferential. As you can see here, the value is 0, but I doesn't activate it. So what basically gonna happen, it will gonna pick the value from the stress from the angular velocity I have given. Now click OK. After that, run this study. When you run this study, you will get the result. After that, click on stress, click on show. Here you see that is become a red part for a very simple reason, that there is a notch, sharp edges. Remember, if I made a fillet or smooth edges, the stress will gonna be less. If you have read the sensitivity or no sensitivity, if machine design, now it is basically the stress that is the highest stress. Now right click on displacement, click on show. Here you can see this is how much displacement is, 5.117. okay, and the blue part show the minimum stress strain. Now go to plot tools, click on probe, add location, select the location as per your requirement. So I'm selecting multiple points at the blades. Now go downwards, click on plot. Here you see that at this point I got a maximum strain of 4.878. Here you can read the values. Okay, when I move the mouse, you can see the values are changing, so you can get a clear ideas. And some people asking what is this node thing. So basically when you do the simulation, the mesh creates nodes, and all these values are calculated at the nodes. Okay, and this is the strain diagram. Strain basically means change in length upon original length. Okay, now if you want to learn more about different kind of simulation, you can check out the tutorial link in descriptions. For example, how to calculate the weld size or weld area in SolidWorks. I hope you like this video. If you have any doubts and queries, you can ask question. And thanks for watching, and have a great day. And you can also animate it, but I have already shown several times, so I think it's not a big deal. Bye bye, meet you till next time.